Today I'm back with my Tuesday tips, and today I'm here with DJ and Sierra. They're new homeowners that recently purchased a home in Perrysburg, Ohio for under $200,000. So I know there's lots of you out there that are in the same boat looking for a house under $200,000 in Perrysburg. So I thought I'd sit with them and they can tell me a little bit about their home buying experience so that you guys know what to expect. So thanks for meeting with me, guys.
Absolutely.
How you liking your new house?
We love it.
Good.
Yeah.
So I guess my first question to you would be, how and when did you know you were ready to start looking for a house?
Oh gosh, there were a lot of factors that were coming together all at the same time.
Okay.
We were like out of room in our apartment, just completely out of space. And also we already had a 2-bedroom, what was it, 1,100 square feet?
Yeah, about
1,100 square foot apartment. So if we were to move up in square footage or in bedrooms,
Sure.
we're like in a pretty good mortgage at that point, like the price
Makes
point.
sense.
So
it was cheaper to buy.
It was
All right.
cheaper to buy.
yeah.
But now the issue came with like, okay, if we buy a house, we want it to be an investment. We want it to be somewhere that we can see ourselves staying for a long time. So neighborhood was like really important to us. And DJ had just gotten a job at Northwood Industries in Perrysburg.
Okay.
And I work at Children's Discovery Center in Perrysburg, so it was just kind of like maybe
Made sense.
Yes.
For a shorter commute.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so what was your first step once you decided, all right, maybe we should start looking to buy a house? Did you get pre-approved first? Did you start looking online at houses? What was your first step?
It was a lot of like cat and mouse online.
Okay.
So one of us would like find a house and we're like, oh, this could work, or like, no, this is terrible, this would never work out. And then we'd get really excited about one, and then it's just like, oh, well, we can't, we're not buying a house right now, we're not doing that.
Gotcha.
That's a big step, that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
And then
and you guys just got married too at that, or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, about a year earlier.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
So it was a lot of cat and mouse for many months.
So how did you end up getting connected with the Hornsby Real Estate Group?
I met Megan through my job, and I actually met her daughter was in my class, and we just connected a little bit, and then she touched base when like we got engaged, and she's like, when you guys start, looking for a house and moving on to the next steps, then let me know. And I always thought that was like it was just really nice that someone congratulated us and thought about us and our future. So I'm like, oh, well, I will definitely keep her in mind, and I did.
That's awesome. Yeah, and then I got to work with you because I showed you a few houses, and then we ended up finding this one. So how many houses do you guys think that you looked at throughout the whole period before you finally found the one?
Is it online, like just like...
No, that you actually went and did showings, that you walked through.
Probably 9 or 10, I would think.
I think so too.
Yeah. We were ready to put offers on 3 or 4 of them too, and put offers in on 3 or 4 of them, I think. And it
So
was just...
that brings me to my next question. How did you feel about the current market, and what were some of your frustrations? Because I know that we did put a few offers in, and they did not get accepted. But third time's a charm? I think this was the third one.
Yes, it actually was
Yeah.
the third one. Yeah. It was. The market was insane. I was not expecting, because the first house that we saw, the Sylvania house, we'll call it, the Sylvania house was like everything I wanted. It was perfect, except for the location. I did want to live in Perrysburg, and it was in Sylvania, but the house was perfect, and I was so excited, and we went over asking, and I thought we went over like a bit. Yeah. We went over like a little bit too, so I was really surprised when we didn't.
Sure.
When we didn't get it, and I was like heartbroken. Like it felt like a bad breakup. I couldn't.
It was frustrating because it felt like we had to be ready to make an offer the first showing, the first day that the house was on the market, every house. So you didn't have much of a chance to think about it, so you had to be very thorough.
Every house was do or die. It was like, I saw a house today. Can you get off? Okay, we need to go right now.
Yep.
No, there's no
meeting
afterward.
It's not going to be there. Yeah. So I think, for me at least, when we found this house, it was the very first day on the market. We were one of the very first showings to get in, and I remember I was like, oh, got to drop everything. We have to put an offer in now, because the sooner you get it in, early bird catches the worm, so they say. So I feel like that was helpful and beneficial, at least in this specific situation.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But we still offered significantly over asking, and we still had to outbid somebody else.
Yeah,
for sure. So, what were some of the things that you found in this house that you really liked compared to the other ones?
I remember one of the houses that we looked at, there wasn't very much entertaining space, and we have, like, our friends come over, like, we feel like our house is always the house where, like, our families come together, sure. And our friends are always in and out. So it was a really good entertaining space. So we loved the family room downstairs, the sunken family room.
Yep.
Is that what you'd call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sunken
finished
family room.
Basement, finished split level basement.
Yeah. And I loved that it's somewhat open up here. I would say It is open. It is.
And we'll do a tour in another video that we're going to do. So, yeah, in a couple weeks, once they are a little bit more moved in, we'll do a tour so you can see exactly what she's talking about. But
so I loved that floor plan, and also I liked that the bedrooms were their own, like, unit, I suppose. That they're upstairs, so in the event that...
Instead of a ranch.
Everything's all on one floor, I can have some separation if needed.
And obviously we liked the neighborhood. I know one of the houses we looked at was 2 streets over, and when we looked at that, my thought was, oh, this is a nice house, but I would really like it if it was two streets further away from the freeway.
Yep,
and
for sure.
Here we are.
Yes.
Yeah, you have a great location. You're still close to everything, but you don't have that freeway noise or the busy traffic.
And our neighbors have been fantastic so far too.
Oh, didn't we meet them on the first show when we toured? Didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was super nice.
She is really nice.
That's awesome. So, what would be your advice to anyone looking to buy a home in Perrysburg for under $200,000?
Be prepared to. You're not going to find your dream home, but you find something that you can work with and you can turn into something that you want it to be.
That's good advice.
Don't
get too frustrated.
Well,
it's hard because that is
a
really popular price point, especially for a lot of first-time home buyers. And so, at least when I've been looking, a lot of the houses need a lot of renos, and have not been updated, and some of these people are at the very top of their budget. So, I think that you have very good advice in saying, this may not be your dream home, but it's a starter home. It's your, most of the time your first house. So,
And I would say, know what you want up front, and if you're looking at a house, know what it costs to make it into your house, so you can think about that number as you go.
Yes, that's very, very true. So
budget.
Have your search criteria really narrowed in. What was some of your search criteria?
We wanted minimum 3 bedrooms, and we wanted minimum 1.5 bathrooms. Or I think for one we were willing to bend because the price was low enough where we were going to be able to add a bathroom.
Right.
But that was a lot. That was a very...
Well, and then when we started talking about it and what the cost would be to add an additional bathroom, it's like, does it really make sense, or should we just look at a house that already has one?
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I hope that the rest of you out there that are searching for a home in Perrysburg under $200,000 find their advice helpful. See you next week.